Favorite partner up. Here's a tall guy. Here's a tall guy.
Okay. Okay.
All right, guys. Load up. A little bit. And go. In the gi, spread your legs just a little more than you do no gi, because the gi legs will grip.
Is it back there? Much better now. Good. Much better. Apparently it was the week that hurt your back because Eugene hurt his back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is it easier in the deep? Or just gonna be the Yeah. Just another minute and a half.
Here, 2 minutes left.
Oh, we're gonna hit the start.
Minute 30 left. Sorry, I press start.
Oh, wasn't meant to be maybe so.
I'm sure you're paying this.
I'd rather do both.
You know what I would do. He's on his back. "25 seconds, guys."
I just wish I had done a six pack when I was done. Well, you're well on your way. Just understand.
It's iterative.
Yeah.
Once you have a kid, you don't care if you have a kid. Once you have a wife, that's the wrong attitude, man. Don't let yourself go. You gotta be strong. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Oh, stop. Switch top to bottom.
It matters what it looks like, it just matters to less people what it looks like.
Exactly. It only matters to one person now.
Exactly.
And go. Don't hurt yourself, Brian.
No, I know. Going nice and smooth.
Get your paws in the middle.
What if you just transition, making sure that the...
You can, it's a different exercise.
Oh.
I like the pausing in the middle because it slows it down to a little more control. And I also believe it's a harder workout for your core.
Okay.
When you bring both knees back in your chest, it's just using the muscles a little differently. One minute.
Oh.
Somebody complains and then it's another.
Yeah. Oh, Christian's got here, so now we gotta do another 2 minutes.
What's up, Lucas?
Oh, and Lucas is another round.
Everybody showed up just like that.
You think you're gonna skip these?
Now we're all gonna stand here and watch you do them.
25 seconds. Ten seconds.
All those things.
Nice.
All right. So we're still on leg locks. As far as now, I haven't heard So, let people in my box. We've been doing straight ankles and knee bars for a little bit. We're gonna go back to a straight ankle. This one's gonna be from Honey Hole, white belt legal. It's a crossbody. It's called a trailer hitch straight ankle. I've covered it once before. It's been quite a while. A few of you may have seen it before. Most of you probably haven't. But this is a good legal straight ankle from the Honey Hole position. Come here, Ryan. So first, let's talk about Honey Hole. We'll talk about how to get to Honey Hole. But I just want to show you what the submission is going to be. So the Honey Hole position. Everyone come over here on this side. So Honey Hole, it's also known as 411, cross hashi, always call it Honey Hole. We've got our outside leg comes in over the top, almost like you'd be reaping. If we were here, this would be considered reaping. Sorry, this is your bad knee.
No, it's okay.
This is your bad knee?
Yeah.
So that would be considered reaping. But when it's on the same side, this isn't considered reaping. Yeah. Other leg goes underneath. Different options with our feet. You can have your feet together, pinching your knees. You can have a figure four with your knees pinched in. I actually prefer leaving this foot behind. We won't do it this way today. But a lot of my injuries, I actually leave this foot behind and cup the hip. This is my preferred method for my goal. I'm not generally a big fan of the figure four. I feel like it leaves a little too much space for the far leg. Far leg. I love to control this far leg. It's one of the common escapes from Honey Hole is for him to hide his heel and turn away. I should use that leg, either leg, the top leg or the bottom leg, to cut that far leg and make it harder for him to roll. So I generally prefer my feet pinch together, pinch together. If they start to roll, I extend the leg to catch it. The submission we're going to do is called the trailer hitch straight ankle. It's cross body, so we bring the foot to the opposite side. Reach back, grab the heel. I'll show you detail here in a little bit. Cut the arm, get a figure four grip, and then turn it into him. This one hurts. This is a legal submission from Honey Hole for white belts. Actually, for all belts, because even black belts. So in Honey Hole, in the gi, you can't attack the entangled leg. You can't even pinch down and start to grip it. If he stands up on this leg, gently, hurt your knee. If he stands up, I now have to let go of this position. Sit back down. So if he immobilizes this leg, whether I grab it and hold it, or he plants it on the mat between my hip and my armpit, I can't attack this leg. I've got to let go of it. We can attack the secondary leg. So that's what we're doing today, is we're attacking the secondary leg. So this is for all belts, white through black, in the gi. Now in the no gi, you can attack this leg any level. You just can't heal it until you're advanced level. But let's talk about how to get here. A lot of different injuries. One of my favorites, easiest one to me, is a back step. Get over here, please. We're gonna do this from standing in the open guard position or in a half guard position. So this is a common position we'll get to. Someone's on their back, and here we are. He's got his knee shield in. What I like to do to get here is I like to grab this knee. I'm gonna drive my knee and his knee forward, both at the same time, and out. So I'm motioning out. I'm gonna continue pushing this knee behind my knee. Just like that, all right? So my knee's going forward, both are going out, continue his knee on around, bring his knee behind mine, and I'm sitting down on this top leg. I'm putting a lot of pressure on this top leg, so I'm gonna pin it down. Whenever I'm ready, sometimes I do it immediately, sometimes I do it step by step, slow and methodical. But whenever I'm ready, I like to pin this top leg down and back step. Now, a lot of times when people back step, they'll do a big back step and they'll look up. Yep, he can actually sweep me by following me up if I do that. I used to do that all the time. I really rarely ever do a full back step. Now it's just I call it a belly down back step. And if I can't reach this top leg to pin this leg down, I'm gonna pin his hand down, because that also helps prevent him from coming up with me to sweep. Other hand, preferably controlling the armpit for the underhook. Even a full-on underhook is even better. Most of the time we're not gonna have that. So most of the time I'll just post on the jaw with an open palm, pushing his head down, pinning the wrist, The knee, if I can grab it, it's sometimes harder to get, but at least putting the wrist. I'll step back. Just a belly down, back step. All we're doing is back stepping with the leg. I'm immediately pinching my knee forward into him, and I'm pushing myself back. So if I've got the jaw, I'm pushing on the jaw. Got the armpit, I'm pushing the armpit, but I'm pushing myself back. I'm sitting straight back. This hand goes straight from the wrist. Collect the knee. Now I do like my figure 4 from here if I'm facing away because I can control him. It's about the only time I figure 4 is going to get this injury. So here we go again. Knee on his shin, hand on his knee. Right, both forward and out. Behind, immediately sit down on his leg. Get the armpit grip if I can. If I can't, post on the head. Get the calf, the ankle grip if I can. If I can't, get the hand. Most of the time in a live roll, this is where I end up. Whenever I'm ready, I'm going to lean forward a little bit, back step, and I'm pinching my knee in, pushing forward as I scoot straight back, collecting his secondary leg, pulling to my right hip, and figure 4. We're going to focus just on that injury for now. Let's do it one more time. Hand, knee, pull it out, sit on top of it, armpit if I can, knee if I can, back step, pinch my knee in. As I sit back, I'm pushing myself back while keeping his body pinned to the mat. I'm pushing forward, collecting this secondary leg. Here on figure 4, and control that secondary leg. Any questions? Let's focus just on the injury. 1, 2, 3.
That's called outside ashi.
Cross ashi. Yeah. I've heard of outside ashi. That may be the same thing. I'm not quite sure. I don't know all those. I call it honey hole. There's multiple names for it out there. So I put my right half guard, not butter half. Oh, right on the inside. Yeah. Give me right here. Yep. Right. This foot. There. That's half guard. Yep, just like that. Sorry. Go back. Okay. Alright, first, my back is our knee shield. Get your knee shield in there. First on bottom, make sure you have your knee shield so they can address the knee shield. Good. Sit on his leg. Good. Sit on his leg. All the way down his leg. Good. Right hand goes to control his armpit or his jaw. Left hand goes to control his top leg. No, not the bottom. His top leg. Back step. Make sure left knee in tight. Good. And as you sit back, like the secondary leg, pull your right hip, figure 4. Good. Hold that one. That one that you're about to do is a submission, but it's illegal for white food and actually it's illegal for all else. You're immobilizing his tendon leg. Everyone pause real quick, come in here. Here, Ryan. Person on bottom, it's really important the person on bottom to be a good partner here. He's going to be on his right hip. Nobody in Jiu-Jitsu, not nobody, but almost nobody in Jiu-Jitsu is going to be flat on their back. You pretty much never want to be flat on your back. So this person's going to be on his right hip. He's going to have his bottom leg curled in. He's trying to control this leg. He doesn't want me to let go of that leg. And he's got his knee shield in here because he doesn't want to just let me pass. If I don't have the knee shield, that's why I'm one step closer to passing. So the person on my back, get in like an active, alive stance, and then the person on top is first things first, around, sitting on top of this leg. He can feel a lot of pressure on his thigh right now, right? Yep. I'm pinching his thigh between my foot and my leg. I'm just sitting down on it, a lot of pressure. And then again, I'm either posting in the armpit or the jaw. Do practice both. And again, in my experience, most of the time, the person on bottom immediately tucks their elbows in, so I will almost always end up with the jaw. And I like that also, I like pushing forward. Sometimes I find it difficult to get this top leg, especially if this top leg is curled back. So instead, I'll go for this arm. It's fine either way. This helps prevent them from raising their leg and hooking and stopping that. So that does help with that. But oftentimes, I just find myself getting the hand instead. But practice, hand and leg, armpit,
and jaw. All right, don't punch your butt in the face like I just did. Then when you step back, I'm actually leaning forward to step back. I'm taking my weight off that foot, pinching this knee in tight. And I can hang out here for just a second. I'm not in a hurry. It's a decent spot. Whenever I'm ready, I'm going to push off his face or his armpit, whichever one I have, keeping his body pinned down. Collecting that knee as I come back, falling to my hip, figure fouring. All right, rip it out. 1, 2, 3.
You want us to switch back and forth?
Do one and switch. Just switch back and forth.
You want to do it again?
We'll pause. If you're under his arm, you're going to go for his armpit. Yeah, good. Most likely, though. Most likely, he can shoot. Most likely.
This is the complicated part. Just
Getting this.
moving the knee thing.
Yeah.
Sit back.
Sit straight down.
Yep. Good. Good, Jim. But instead of grabbing the foot, you grab the knee. Hey guys, whenever you're sitting back, grab the knee of the secondary, like not the foot. I see a lot of people grabbing the foot. Cup the top of the knee and pull that knee in. That helps you put like you're holding their leg like a shotgun. Yeah, that's correct. Cup that knee just for control purposes. Yep. Now, whenever you sit back to your left and don't sit up or sit straight back. Backwards. Don't straight on his face. Pin him down. Sit back. Good. Yes. Now grab his leg. Yes. Just like that. That's it. The right ankle up. Push his face. Yep. Well, he's the armpit, man. Yeah. He's more like he's doing it. He'll actually be sitting.
I always feel so awkward. Here. This leg. Push off. Here.
I think it's a good Sunday.
Yep. Sit back. Cut the knee off. Calf. When you're sitting back, keep working on talking. When you're sitting back to clutch that secondary leg, make sure your right hand either stays posted in their armpit or on their jaw. Think about you're trying to pressure their upper body into the mat so they don't follow you up. If you let go of that, they can do that sweep similar to how Ryan did when we were showing it. Go back, take time. People probably aren't going to let you pull it to the side. That's why it's the leg and knee together. Driving forward, out. Yes.
Forward,
All one motion. Let's do it again. Forward and then out. I want to see a little more dramatic. Forward, out. Yes, much better. Just got to talk a little shit to you and feel good.
Here.
Bigger back step. Oh, you were just trying to say. Gotcha.
Trying to do both at the same time.
You did try to do both at the same time. top leg if you're gonna pin one. Don't pinning the bottom doesn't do anything. As a matter of fact, it actually makes it harder on you. Very good. Arm and push forward, and then keep on the push to the outside. Use your knee. Yep. Good.
No, I got it.
Finish your last rep. You guys progress throughout that, so getting more reps in helps. So great job progressing, clean up some of those mistakes. Just to touch on some key points again. This first part right here, this is actually my favorite part. It's kind of fun once you start getting the hang of it. To me, it's kind of fun. Just really quickly do this, and the person on bottom is often pretty surprised. It's really important though. The mechanic here. I'm not just pulling his leg out. He will not let me do that. Nobody that's decent is going to just let me pull his leg out to the side. He's going to be strong enough to keep that knee shield in. That's why what I do instead is I use my hand and my knee, so I'm pushing both forward to his chest, and after I go forward, all in one motion, I go out with both. And what happens then is my knee stops moving, but my hand keeps going. So it's like I started going forward and out with both, and then the hand passes around behind the leg, and I sit down. Full speed, I'll often do it pretty quickly like that. But there's also absolutely nothing wrong with, and sometimes I will slow down, just kind of pause here for a moment. Because I've got this top leg pinch, he's in a very compromised position. He's got two main defenses. One is the sweep where he comes up, and hardly anyone knows that sweep. I actually started doing that a couple years ago and started showing everybody, so this gym is a little more familiar with it. I've never seen that sweep anywhere else. Not saying that no one else has ever done it, but I've never seen videos on it. I've never seen it anywhere else. So that sweep is not a common thing to do. But the other thing that most people will do is they'll try to catch your foot as you back step. So whenever you do this back step, that's where I like to pin the top leg down, although sometimes it can be awkward to get this top leg. Even if you can't get that top leg and you've only got the arm, that's why I lean forward, because it lets me get a bigger back step with that leg. And then I pinch that knee back in. And then start to sit back.
So is the back step also exaggerated like the knee pop?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I'm trying to bypass this top leg. Now, if I pin this leg down, I'm less worried about it because it's much harder. Try and raise your leg. Try and raise your leg. It's pretty hard for him to raise his leg then. But if I don't have that leg pinned, he's going to catch it if I don't time it right. So that's why I'm sitting here. This actually helps with that as well. Not as much, but sitting this leg helps as well. And then when I'm ready, I'm kind of kicking my leg out and around. Once we're sitting back, we want to push down on their head, and their arm, or their head and their leg. We don't want to let go of this hand until we go straight to grab the secondary leg, and that's when we're already sitting back. Because as soon as I let go, he can start to come up and he can sweep me. So I'm pinning the head, I'm pinning the hand, I'm pushing back, extending, stretching myself out, going straight to a secondary leg, and I'm cupping the top of his knee. I'm not grabbing his calf or his foot, because if I grab this, bam, he can pull his leg out. He's going to bring his knee to his chest and just pull his leg out. So I'm cupping the top of the knee, right to my far hip. All right, now that we're in the position, we're going to do the trailer hitch straight ankle. Everyone come around to this side. Now, it can be pretty difficult to hit the trailer hitch while I'm on this side, because I'm going to hit it on my right side. So if I'm no-gi, I'm controlling this for a period of time, I'm holding on to it, and then I'm eventually letting that go, and as he pulls that leg out, I'm going straight to a heel hook. So that's the no-gi attack. I'm baiting this one. He thinks I'm trying to attack this one, and as soon as he pulls it out, bam, we got our heel hook. However, we can't do that in the gi. So what we're going to do instead is I'm actually going to come up to my elbow, sit myself straight up, holding on to this knee the entire time because I don't want to extract this. And the gi, I can grab the pant leg, I can drive him forward, and then back over. No gi, I'm cupping the knee, I'm grabbing the Achilles, driving him forward, 2 hands, bringing him back over. All right? The grips are stronger in the gi. So driving him forward, driving him back over, feeding into this pocket. Now for the submission. My outside hand, I'm going to reach across body to cup his heel. I'm going to bring my elbow back past his heel, cup my bicep, grab a shin, and the finish is I'm going to turn into him. So again, we've got our position. We're coming up to our elbow, pushing ourselves up and over, grabbing his pant leg, grabbing his knee and pant leg, driving forward with both hands, driving it to our opposite armpit. Hand goes across to the heel. Arm goes back past my hand. That's how I know the right distance. I'm going past my hand. I'm not bringing my hand forward to my arm. I'm bringing my arm back to my hand. Got the bicep. Hand on the shin. I can feel my wrist going to the back of his ankle, and that's the pain. And then it's a rotation into him. One more time. Up to my elbow. Get my grip. My other grip. Drive his knee forward. Drive his foot across. Pinching down. Hand goes to the heel. Arm goes back to the hand. Cupping the bicep. Hand on top of the shin. Rotate into him. Any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Do you want us to go through the whole sequence?
Yes, go the whole sequence. That entry, the entry's got to be timed pretty well. Lots of reps. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Hey! Let's do it. Person on bottom. Very light resistance. I don't want you to flop around like a dead fish. I want you to be a living human, but don't try to stop the person from actually hitting the technique. If your elbow's loose like this, it's going to pull his foot out. So keep that hand the whole time. Now get your grips. Good.
Yeah, you want to go over there. You go. That feels not tighter.
Here.
Just gotta work on the like your bone digs in. Back to the Achilles.
Grab the heel. Bicep.
Top
Top the shin. On top of the shin.
You feel a lot of pressure right where you guys. And your feet is also too.
Actually, right there in that way.
Gotcha.
And then
I'm not even trying to do it.
I know.
Now bring your right elbow back. Cut your own bicep. I realized my wrist was in the wrong place and I pulled it into the right.
Sorry, that made me a baby.
No, it's sharp, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rotate your entire core. Not your head, your body. You're looking. Rotate your body. Keep your chin in line with the center the whole time. So the rotation is this, not this, but not this.
Like 6 months.
Yeah, it's all that core.
This is the pavement.
Yeah, hurt. Make this nose.
Here.
Yep. Bring your elbow back. Yep. Cut your bicep. No, shit. No. Your right hand is not going. Your left hand cuts your bicep. Yep. Now your right hand goes on top of the shin. Yep. There you go. Good. Yep.
Got these, right?
back. I want you to turn your body to your left.
Shin, pant leg, up, collect.
Above arms.
If you adjust your grips, because it's cycling, just adjust your grips. Yeah, okay. You can also tool on the foot. Use two hands for your grip on the foot. Yep. Yep. Like that. Grab a bicep. Pause. I see you looking. Don't focus. Focus on your head. And your ear flat. You were trying to get your arms and lean your arms back. You were trying your entire body.
Can I get here?
Grab your bicep. You got it, yeah. Grab your bicep. Cup his shin. Now square up and turn to your left.
Okay, so I need to actually. That's what I wasn't doing before.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 0
Bring your right elbow back. Bring your elbow. No, don't bring your hand forward. Bring your elbow back. Yep. So initially, cups heel. Good. Initially, you're up here. So bring your elbow back. Cup your bicep. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Again. Turn and
With the jaw, yeah, it feels really first. Bring your arm behind your hand and catch your bicep.
1 second. Back over. Too high. Deeper. Cup that heel. Don't just touch it with your fingertips. Like cup it with your
Feels good.
Good. Hand on top of the shin. And then rotate your entire body. Like, so keep this wrist strong. You're doing some limp wrist shit. Alright, keep that lift. Keep it strong. Good job.
Either way.
Right. I don't lock in until I sit back. Okay. That's actually the very last thing I was like. Right now, I'm just pitching. Now, you want to do a true belly down. Belly down straight. Yeah, belly down. Heel hook from there. Once you back step, I will actually lean forward.
I think the last time I think I had to like push on my wrist essentially.
That's been my tendency.
Tight. I wasn't doing that.
That belly down, and stay forced forward. Get your core from that forward position.
If you're staying belly down for a belly down finish, you can do that. But if you're gonna sit back, you can't. You can't sit back from your pressure. Get your left hand through. Grab a seat. Left hand. Grab the left. So left. First go to the heel. Cup the heel. Okay. Cup the heel. Just right here. Cup it.
You're almost trying to grab it.
Yeah, because that's right.
Just stay
Because if it's back there, and that's the difference, like you said. Because I was getting it there and then I was pulling it.
there. Good. Now square up towards your body. Flat body.
Yes. Yeah.
Getting this like right into your feet.
So this stays just pinch. Don't do anything else. Just pinch. Okay. Left hand goes through to the heel. Deep on the heel. Now bring your elbow back. Grab your bicep. Now bring your hand on top of the shin.
I can see your toes. It's a lot because of where it's at. That's where I want it.
Finish your last rep.
I want to like pull your heel in the right position.
Well, that just whatever you just did.
Yeah.
Hey Chris, whenever you do that back step forward, push the leg. Pull it in on the right side. Otherwise, you get a lot of
same rules because I can see your toes. So
All right, everyone's looking much better. Bring it on in. All right. Let's go through it one more quick time. Everyone on this side over here. So again, the first key movement, my knee and my hand are driving his knee forward. Both together. Both are driving to the outside. Once we get to the outside, I stop driving with my knee, continue it around with my hand. Behind and I sit. From here, I'm either pushing palm on the jaw and pinning his head to the mat, or I'm trying to get a Lego man or a C grip on his armpit. If you can get the underhook right here, that's an upgrade, that's much better, but the chances of you having that are pretty slim. More than likely, the easiest thing is a palm to the head, palm to the jaw. Pin the top leg if I can. There's no purpose in pinning the bottom leg here. It's not going to do you any good on this move. You're wasting a movement. So if you only reach the bottom leg, do something else. Anything else. Pinning the top leg is the best. Sometimes it's harder to find. Pinning this bottom arm is almost as good. I'm going to lean forward, back step back. As soon as I get back, I'm pinching my knee forward, making it in tight. Then I'm pushing off his head and his wrist. I still got this wrist pin. As soon as I let go, he can sit up and do that sweep. So I'm pushing myself back, and my first movement with this hand is straight from his wrist to the knee, to the bottom knee. The top leg is just straight from the top leg to the bottom knee. And I'm cupping the knee. If I cup his calf, or pull your leg out, he's just gonna pull his leg out every time, every single time. So I'm cupping the top of the knee from the beginning. I'm not first cupping the calf, and once I get settled, I cup the knee. We're going to pull his leg out right now. So I'm cupping the knee from the very beginning. Bring all the way to this far side. This is called double trouble. When we have both legs between our knees and honey hole, this is called double trouble. Whether your feet are forward, one foot, whatever it is, this is double trouble. This is a control position for the most part. There are other submissions. I've got a cow cutter, I've heard this called before, like a weird knee bar sort of thing. This sucks. It is illegal in the gi. We go for the legal move. Push ourselves up. 2-1-1. And I actually prefer, what I typically find myself doing is we get a little tug of war right here. He's gonna start to pull his leg back. Pull as hard as you can. He's not gonna be able to pull harder than both my hands on his foot right here. Or both my hands on his knee up here. He's gonna use a lot of energy. I'm gonna hold it. He's gonna get a little tired. And sometimes it's this slow, like impending doom where people don't resist me. It's this slow impending doom where I'm slowly pulling over stuff in my pocket, and he's pulling for all of his might. I'm going to win this battle, okay? But it doesn't have to happen quickly. So if they do resist, let them resist. They're going to run out of energy in that leg and that flexor, hip flexor, whatever that is, before you do it with your two arms. Once I get over there again, I'm controlling the knee because the knee is what he needs to pull straight back. I'm stuffing it in this pocket. Sorry. No, it's okay. Stuffing it in this pocket. This top arm is just pinching down. I'm not doing anything else at this point other than just pinching down and holding this in place. I may grab the calf like a shotgun grip. I'm just pinching down with my elbow. I'm not reaching through. This hand goes to grab the heel. Fully cup the heel. Not just with my fingertips. Fully cup the heel. I'm bringing my arm back past my hand. That's how I know the right distance to go. Cupping my bicep.
Leaving Monday.
Getting my grip. For the finish, my entire body is moving pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, this is nasty. My entire body. What I saw a lot of people doing is they were just doing their head, and they're also rotating their body, but they were leaving their arm behind, and they weren't bringing their arm with them. Everything is moving together. All right, go back. So that's the motion. Everything together. All right. Sometimes people rotate the opposite way. You're not going to finish them if you rotate that way. Think about whichever arm you reach because you're turning to your right in this case to get that grip. To get the finish, you're turning back the opposite way. If you've got it on the opposite side, let's just say I've got this other leg. I'm turning to my left to get the grip, and I'm turning back to the right to get the finish. Now you can hit the trailer hitch on the same side. It certainly is possible. I just like the crossbody. It's just such a nasty position. Very difficult for them to pull out once you get this crossbody grip. Any questions?
Just one thing.
Samuel?
Why is it difficult? Is it just because you have his toes up behind your armpit? Why couldn't he
At that point, when he let his knee go, why couldn't he pull out right there?
So, let's go back on this.
Going all the way back to
So I'm pulling him cross body. By the time I get him over here, his strength and his ability to pull is compromised. It's not nearly as strong because he's got his legs twisted. It's just a really weird position. Here he can pull that pretty easily. Here he can pull that pretty easily. Once you get him cross body, they lose a lot of their fight, and it doesn't take as much effort to hold it in place. But I'm not going to hang out here with no grip, right? I'm going straight from whatever grip I've got, or shotgun grip, or pant leg grip. So I'm still gripping, I'm still holding him, and I'm pinching down with my elbow. But it's going to take a lot more effort for him to get this leg out over here than it would over here. But whatever grip I have, shotgun, pant leg, cupping, or just pinching with my elbow, whatever I'm doing, I'm going straight from here to get that grip. So I'm not over here letting go. If that makes sense. Jab.
I had that difficulty earlier with making sure that I was deep enough.
Yeah.
Does the same rule still apply if you keep the toes behind?
Yeah.
You're not deep enough?
Yep. So same concept of the placement of the foot. I would say a little less concerning here because it's more like a pain break than the ligament of the bone. Because we got this bone on bone on this ankle right here. So placement I'd say is a little less important. But it's more forgiving if you're not in the exact right place. But same concept of where that foot should be in your armpit. But what you were having trouble with is you weren't turning your body as you're reaching. You were just kind of reaching. You got to turn your entire body and reach around. Get your grip, and then go. Anything else? All right, let's get some rolling. This is not a leg lock only day. This is a full roll. I want you to start in the standing open half guard. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna mess that one up. Where you get? Get ready.
That's why I just be like, man, I just want to see what we can.
And go.
There we go.
You can hit this straight ankle submission from a regular, or the trailer hitch straight ankle from a regular straight ankle, like from Ashi. So you can use that grip instead of a normal grip from the normal position. I just prefer it cross body from honey hole. You can hit it from Ashi.
I think I'm stuck here.
but better safe than sorry, so nothing wrong with that at all.
Tap.
Time, switch partner, slap hands and go. Starting a standing half guard position. Thank you. Switch partner, slap hands and go. Drive his knees forward next time, but you still got it. So good job. Right hand on his chin. Good job, Boris.
Good job, Nathan.
That quick, let go quick. He's there close, but
I couldn't tell.
yeah.
Down out.
First right hand, Samuel, so you got a right hand forward. Pull that down, pull it straight down. Pull that hand straight down. Pull from his wrist, not his forearm. 2-on-1 on his wrist. Fight the hands, fight the hands, fight the hands. Fight the hands, nothing else, fight the hands. Good. There you go, good. Now to escape that body lock. Good, that was not how I was going to body lock. I'll tell you in a minute. 2-on-1, fight the hand. Yes, fight that hand. That's what you gotta fight right now. So pull that hand down. Now I want you to, while you're fighting the hand, post with your right foot and go to your left hip. Drive him to his left. Drive him to his left. Put his foot on the mat. Put his foot on the mat. Keep fighting hands. Work your left elbow back and get an under your left arm. Pull your left elbow in. Good. There you go. Nice job. Keep that right hand in, Boris. Don't let it out. Look at the ceiling, Boris. Look at the ceiling. Look at the ceiling. Posture up and look at the ceiling, Boris. Look at the ceiling as hard as you possibly can. Posture up and look at the ceiling. Put your left foot across his face and kind of curl on the other side of his head. Posture up and look at the ceiling. Ow! What happened?
You still taking my finger?
That sucks.
Cameron.
Good defense. Good job grabbing your foot. Back finger's leg. We just pop him and reach left.
Now I want that surgery. Okay. Put it back in. Okay. Cool. You're good. How's the tap? You got me.
We call that TKO.
I used to do that every other day.
Yeah.
That's the first time it's done since I've had surgery.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, whatever.
When was surgery?
2019.
Just want to see that out loud. So annoying.
Time. Switch partners, slap hands, and go. Last round. If you haven't even tried that entry from the standing position, try that entry.
Come on, we need to
That's not what you do next.
Left foot back, Chris. Good.
I know. Good bit, yeah, man. I did. They got back coach. I couldn't get it. I didn't have a dollar across.
Go that lapel.
What do you get? Disappointed I missed it.
That was unbelievable.
But did you hit the dog bar afterwards? Ryan would be so proud. Did you get the hip submission, Justin? Did you get the hip submission?
Yeah.
Nice. Away from the edge, guys.
Ryan over here making me work.
Don't hurt him. If he gets injured and can't take my job, I can't leave.
Well then, here we go. For the greater good, here we go.
Are you willing to sacrifice your body, Ryan?
Here it is.
I was laying on top of that, trying to get my arm out of the leash. I was trapped it up. Good? Yeah, I'm with you, man.
20 seconds.
I wouldn't pull it on anyway. I was laying on top of it.
That'll be better.
Dude,
I say that one.
you are 100% outworking me.
Line up. Wow. It's a sweep and a submission. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Get four. How many stripes do you have? 3.
I did the super glue trick.
Yeah.
You unroll it and put a tiny little dot.
It's either that or I'm not washing my belt enough.
Yeah, you can wash it more and it like melds the tape into the belt.
Yeah.
Mash it all
Hey,
together.
I'm snitching on myself regardless.
So speaking of hygiene,
I roll a tape.
so my strategy, guys, as soon as I leave here, I go straight home and throw it straight in the wash, including my belt. That stuff about never wash your belt, that's crap. Wash your belt, you filthy savages. I just do a quick wash, but I do it as soon as I get home. That way it doesn't soak all day in the laundry bin or for a couple of days. I definitely wash with anything else. Like I want my ghee by itself, no ghee stuff by itself. As soon as I get home.
Touch of vinegar, white vinegar, and baking soda.
Yeah, that's nice. I use the Arm & Hammer, these little beads you dump in. That's what I use.
That's bougie.
All right, guys. Who hit just the first price entry with the knee and sitting on the thigh?
I didn't pop the knee, but I did do a back step into it. It was sloppy as hell, but it wasn't a
That's
bad.
what I did.
Good.
That was good for me.
Who got the honey hole entry and made it to the far hip? Great. Who hit a trailer hitch today? Nice. All right. Come promote this man. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming in today. Tomorrow, Ryan's going to teach the heel hook version of that. So he's going to do the back step. I'm not sure if he'll do the same back step or a variation of the back step. It's up to him. He'll do the back step into honey hole, and then he's going to talk about attacking the heel hook. So even if you're a white belt and can't do heel hooks, you can do heel hooks in training. It's important to learn early so that whenever you do get the chance to use the competition, you got the experience edge. All right, y'all. Come on back tomorrow.
Hey,